So I'm about to do a full breakdown into one of my clients' messages as we speak, live reaction. I've never seen them before, but all I know is over the last 7 days, she only booked 4 people and she got about 82 opportunities to book someone. So 82 people reached out to her. She paid $140 to get those people and she booked only 4 people. So typically I want to see a booking with at least 82 people, minimum 6 to 12. So I want to see where she can improve on and what changes we can make for her to get more bookings. So I'm gonna do this live with you guys. So let's take a look. So there's a few things I'm looking for when we're messaging people. One is let's be personable. Number 2, I don't want any links. Let's not send out any links. Let's keep them in the messages. And number 3, are we finishing everything with a question, okay? And if you want to know any of the fundamentals that I teach, that's gonna be in the last video that I posted last week. So make sure you check that out, okay? But yeah, let's take a look at some of these messages and see what she can do to improve. So right here, this is the automation. They first click the ad, and then they get asked, what style do you like? And then if they don't respond after a little bit, we say, are following up? And then they say no. So they have 2 options. They can either pick no, I can't wait to try if they've never had lashes before, or they can pick yes. So if they pick yes, we send out a certain automation you'll see. And then if they say no, we send out this automation saying you're gonna love it so much, no more makeup, lash curler, you just wake up feeling beautiful. The key is when you see this message get sent out, I need you to send a photo of a collage, okay, with the names of each style that you offer on it. So that's one thing I would have done different here. And let's say this person doesn't respond after about 3 days, don't just leave them. Send them a follow-up message. And I have a follow-up message written right here after 3 days that I want you guys to send to people. So just send that message out after 3 days to everyone that doesn't respond. So she got those 82 leads. She booked only 4 people. What happened to the other 78 people? You follow back up with them after 3 days. They could be driving. Their dog could have threw up. They could have forgot they're messaging you. So just go back in there, re-engage that conversation. And typically every 30 to 40 follow-ups you send, you'll book about 3 to 5 people. So it's very important to do the follow-ups. The money is in the follow-ups. Okay, so let's take a look at this one here. So the follow-up got sent out. And then she said, how much for the wispy and your location? So she asked how much. She already picked her style because remember, you got to get that style first. And then she asked for the location. So how I would have responded to this is great choice. Wispies are so beautiful. I can't wait to take care of you. That's such a beautiful option, Sandra. My studio is located at 1234 East Street, Riverside, California, 22192. First time clients get 20% off. So your first time visit is only $95. What day is best for you to come in? That's what I would have said. And let me break that down for you. So right here, all she said was I'm located on Riverside. The wispy is 95. When are you looking to book? So 3 words I never use when I'm trying to book somebody. Booking, schedule, and appointment. I want to stay away from those words. And yes, every message has to end with a question. So the first question is typically, what day would you like to come in? Next question, when would you like to come in? Third question, did you want to come in this week or next week? So there was no acknowledgement of the wispy set, no acknowledgement of her decision, no reassurance of her decision. People don't want to make the wrong choice. So it's up to you to reassure their decision and make them feel like they picked the right thing. It doesn't matter what style they pick. You hype them up, you make them feel like a genius. You tell them how smart they are for picking that set, and then give out your full address. If you're studio based, give out the full address. If you're home based, give out your full address minus the numbers. Unless you're an apartment, then you can give out the full address. That's obviously don't give her your unit number. But in home base, all the address, the street name, the city, the state, the zip code. Just leave out the house numbers. And if you're a studio, give out your location. And then again, she doesn't respond, follow up. Yes, they're the best. So this is all automated right here. So thank you for your interest. Have you ever had lashes before? And then she said yes. So that's again automated. And then this is automated. What style do you want? Because you're always getting the first style. She said hybrid. Awesome, great choice. Hybrids are beautiful. You're gonna love it. Did you know what day works best to come in? Good response. It's okay if she doesn't answer. Granted, this was Thursday, late at night, almost midnight, right? So don't worry about it. Just make sure you follow up with her after 3 days if she doesn't respond. So how much for the foreign fill for Mega? Now, I'm an advocate of doing foreign fills. I think you should earn people's business and be honest with them. Be like, hey, I'll do a foreign fill for you, but if I cannot work over the work that's there or the products aren't good, I will have to do a free removal and do a full set. So let it be very clear to them that that is a possibility. But if you can work over it, you will work over it. But I know we all use different products, we have different applications, so do whatever is best for you. But the way I would handle it is, great, I can do a foreign fill, it would cost only this, but if I can't work over it or the products I don't think are good and will last, then I'll have to do a free removal and a full set with the discounted rate, okay? So that's what I would offer. That's what I would have done different there. Can't wait to try. Boom, she didn't respond, so it's okay, just follow up. Next time, send the collage. What are your prices? It depends on the style. What style would you like? So every time you ask this question, what style do you want? You have to send your collage, okay? Because Because when you send the collage, it makes it real to them. They can see the photos, they can envision it in their face, and then they can pick, and then you reassure their decision, make them feel like a genius, ask a question, and then you just follow the script from there. Send your collage. Yes, I have, but 4 days starting gaps is falling out. I try so hard to be careful, wash my face, da 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 da. So look, if they say anything like this, you have to kind of mirror the conversation. So if they say something about being nervous, you mention why they shouldn't be nervous. If they say something about a wedding, you say something about a wedding. So right here, she didn't acknowledge anything from this message here. Yes, I have, but 4 days, I'm starting to have gaps and falling out. So I would have been like, hey, I'm so sorry to hear that. My average client retention is up to 3 to 4 weeks. When you come in, I'll show you how to make them last as long as possible. What style do you typically get? And then I would have sent my collage, and then she would have picked the top 2 ones since I'm much older. So look, she said she's much older, which means she likes obviously something a little more natural. And there was no acknowledgement of what she said here. Just perfect. I have some availability this week. You have to make it about them. I would have been like, perfect, Artisma. We'll get you something very natural and we'll customize it just for you. Don't worry, I got you. Heart emoji. What day is best for you to come in? That's how you book people. That's how you have a personable relationship and you make them feel from stranger to trusted friend as short as possible. You have to make them feel heard. You can't just say perfect. That's not good enough. You have to really acknowledge them, be personable, and make them feel like they're talking to a human and talking to a friend, and a friend that has a solution. Okay, so that's what I would have said. And I like them to pick a day first instead of giving out my schedule. So I like how she said what day works best. Well, this week I got appointments, but if you can't do it, that's okay, I'll figure it out. That's great, she asked, and then look, she followed up, and then she responded to the follow-up. And then yeah, I would have just given out the address, but this was pretty good. That follow-up is key, guys. She said yes. What style do you want? No collage. You gotta send the collage. Yes, perfect. I would like the shortest you have to offer. Awesome, love, great shoot, natural, so beautiful, you're gonna love it. Pretty good response. Again, this is one of like mine that I let them copy and paste, but I always want you to be as personable as possible, but this was pretty good. Can I get a quote? Of course. See, this is confusing. Of course, the natural style is 95. Since you're a first-time customer, I'm offering 20% off. So me as a customer, I'm wondering, is it 20% off of 95 or is that already the discounted price? That's why when you present price, I wanted to say first-time clients get 20% off. So your first-time visit is only $95. What day would you like to come in? So that's what I would have done differently there. And then there was no question here. So the conversation will typically die off if you don't ask a question. She said, are you available at Saturday at 8? Yes, as of now, 8 a.m., correct? So are you available Saturday at 8? Yes, as of now, 8 a.m., correct? So I would have been like, you gotta be more excited. Like, yes, perfect. Saturday at 8 works perfect. I would have just assumed 8 a.m., of course. Yes, 8 a.m. works perfect. I can't wait to take care of you. I'm so excited. What's your email and phone number so I can go ahead and secure your appointment? That's what I would have said, okay? And then she said yes, didn't respond, and she sent that, so she has to follow up. Just simple. I'm not good at sending messages. Sometimes you're gonna get some characters. Natural, perfect. When would you like to get them done? You gotta get them a little more excited, okay? I know it's a long time from now. June 18th and today's April 25th. All she said was my natural set's 95. Yeah, we need much more acknowledgement, okay? Yes, they're the best. Hybrid, you will love a hybrid. You'll love a hybrid set. How late are you available? Until 8 p.m. Hybrid, most requested. That's a decent response. What day are you wanting to book them? How late are you available? Until 8 p.m. Your location. So again, it has to finish with a question. How late are you available? I'm open until 8 p.m. What time were you thinking? And I'll make it work, is what I would have said. Location, again, my studio is located at 1234 East Street, Riverside, California, 22192. What were you thinking? Question mark. Yeah, so I would have just gave out the address so I could just skip this back and forth. And then good job on the follow-up. I won't be able to May, Mother's Day. Okay, I'll probably check in. Would you like to book your appointment now? At least you secured the number, so that's important. What do you charge for volume? 105. When do you want to come in? Again, you got to acknowledge the volume. Great choice, Margarita. I can't wait to take care of you. Volumes are so beautiful. You're gonna love it. Heart emoji. First time clients get 20% off. So your first time visit is only 105. What day would you like to come in? Where are you located? My studio is located here. Give out the full address. When were you thinking is best for you to come in? Question mark. Because if you don't ask a question, they won't respond. Natural, hybrid. Again, she just said natural is this, hybrid is this. You know, no acknowledgement. You have to acknowledge and hype them up. So you guys, it's basically the same things every time. Def more of a classic. Awesome, great choice. Yeah, it's very generic. I can tell. So the reason she had not the best results, again, she got 82 people, she booked 4 people, she spent 140. So granted, she did make $400 and she only spent 140 in a week, so we'll take it. but I feel like she could have easily got 7 to 12 bookings if she was more personable, if every message finished with a question. And remember, the first question is the style with the collage. You have to send the collage. And then the next 3 questions are, what day do you want to come in? When would you like to come in? Do you want to come this week or next week? And then if she was more acknowledging of the style that they picked and got them more excited, if she presented price how I told her and presented location how I told her as well, I feel like she would have had much more success. But now she just has to send her follow-up, and now she's going to make all those adjustments, and I'm very confident once she gets another 60 to 80 messages, she'll definitely be able to secure people. That's the best part with running paid ads, is if you do something for 1 week and it doesn't work well, you have to pivot and you can change for the next week, because you know you're going to talk to those people. My company guarantees you're going to talk to 50 to 70 people a week minimum. She talked to 82 people in less than a week. So she knows she's going to get a good flow of people that you can constantly test what's working best, what to say, what's the best way to convert somebody. You know, I've seen well over millions of messages. We've booked over 600,000 appointments over the last few years. So I know what works. I know what's going to get someone to build trust fast, what's going to get them to convert. So guys, follow the scripts, follow the checklist I'll put the checklist below in the description so you guys see what I'm looking for when I review one of my clients' messages, so you can avoid these mistakes and you can book and convert more people. And if you need people to talk to, send me a DM on Lash Launch Instagram and I got you. I'll make sure you guys get the leads to talk to, and now you know how to talk to them, so you'll be able to convert at a very high level. Thank you guys so much. Watch the video from last week where I really break down this messaging script and the ideas and the concepts behind why I talk to the people the way I do when it comes to cold ads. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.